Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk real quick about what to get at the grocery store for either fat loss, building muscle, whatever you want to do. And this is what I do. So I go to Aldi, and I know there's a lot of big supporters out there of Aldi. It's cheaper, the foods are made better, they're made by European standards, which are a step above what we do here in the US. And their stuff is pretty. You get pretty good amount for how much you pay. I like to start off, and as soon as you walk in, you go in the produce section, and I'll buy 4 or 5 bags of Brussels sprouts. They're 16-ounce bags, pretty good size. They're like they're big too, and they're fresh. They're not frozen. They're like $2 something a piece, $2.75, something like that. And then I'll get organic apples. I won't tell you why now, but you need to get organic with what I'm saying because of the certain. I'll do it in another video, and I'll explain in detail why you should get organic. But I get organic apples, a bag of those, because I eat about 1 of those a day. I'll get bananas. You don't have to get organic. You can get regular bananas. I get potatoes. You can get white potatoes, red potatoes, whatever kind of potatoes, and they don't have to be organic either. And I get a bag of onions. Also, don't need to be organic. I sometimes get pears and things like that. Those I get organic. Anything that's similar, like to an apple, organic. And then I get a few containers of the mushrooms they have there. I get whole. You can get them; they're already chopped. I just like to chop them fresh. That's just my personal preference. And all that stuff's fairly inexpensive. I'll get a few things, normally a couple packages, if not 3, of some blackberries, some blueberries, and get those organic. And that will pretty much set me up for 1 bag of apples, 1 bag of onions, 3 containers of mushrooms, 5 or so bags of Brussels sprouts will set me up pretty much for the week. And then as far as my meat, I will get some ground turkey. You can get the 80-20, 73, 73-27, whatever variation of fat you want to get. Because if you get the higher fat, you can always drain the fat out later on. I like to keep some of the fat, use it for flavor, and that good stuff. But I've mentioned before in some other videos, I kind of watch my saturated fat, which turkey and chicken is mainly, like I said, what I go to. I get ground turkey, ground chicken, or fresh chicken breasts, or anything like that are good. We try to stick with those, also organic. It is a little bit more expensive, and if you can't afford it, that's okay. You can get the non-organic. And I will get 1 bag of jasmine rice. That will typically last me, though, for a lot longer than everything else. It will last, that 1 bag of rice will probably last me a good 6 to 8 weeks. Let's see what else. And then eggs. Eggs are fairly inexpensive at Aldi. I normally get 3 or 4 dozen. I do 4 eggs a day. And in another video, I'll tell you why you should be eating at least 3 eggs a day. Let's see, what else is there? I like to get some rice checks or corn checks, just plain, no sugar. And then I'll get Fairlife. Sometimes they have Fairlife because I don't do dairy. And the reason I don't is because I'm intolerant to it. The same with gluten. I don't do gluten. But even if you're not intolerant to dairy, I would recommend that you do not consume it or try to limit it as much as you can. Same with gluten. If you can eliminate that or just at least minimize it, you'll see a big difference. For the most part, I might occasionally get some frozen vegetables, get some frozen broccoli, things like that, frozen spinach to throw in like your eggs in the morning, things like that. But for the most part, that's what I eat on a daily basis. I'll eat about almost a bag to 3/4 to a whole bag of the Brussels sprouts in a day. I spread it out, through multiple meals. I'll eat about 1 onion a day. Oh, grapefruit. I forgot grapefruit. You don't have to get organic grapefruit or any citrus. I'll do normally a bag of grapefruit and a bag of oranges. And I'll typically have a grapefruit in the morning, maybe an orange throughout the day, depending on how active I am that day. If I'm very sweaty and hot, outside a lot, I'll eat a little more citrus, replace vital nutrients that are lost through a lot of sweating, being the heat. Let's see. That's about it. But yeah, I'll eat, like I said, the Brussels sprouts, grapefruit. I do my 4 eggs in the morning with my omelet, which I have videos on how to make those omelets in the air fryer. Very easy. And then I normally have tuna once a week or some other type of fish once a week. And I'll eat kraut too. It's a good idea to buy kraut and eat that, or any fermented food, twice a week. It's really good for gut health and a lot of other things. But for the most part, that's the things I get, and I just make pretty much the same things all the time. I don't see food as something, it is good to enjoy it, and it is good to indulge in some food occasionally and have desserts and the things that we shouldn't have on a regular basis. But I see food as fuel. If you think of it that way and start training your mind that way, you'll save yourself a lot of problems in your relationship with food. I found I had that issues quite a few years ago, and I've turned the way I think about it around. And so I know if I eat those bad foods, high sugar foods, high processed foods, I feel like garbage, and I don't like feeling that way. I don't think anyone does. So hopefully that helps you guys. And a lot of people think that it's too expensive to eat healthy. Well, it's not, thanks to Aldi. Huge blessing from God. All right, guys, we'll take it easy. And if you have any questions or anything, just leave a comment. Talk to you later. Bye.